Welcome back again. Thank you for being here today. I'm just going to do, I don't know how long it'll take me, but I've got this rabbit hide here. I'm going to be fleshing rabbit hides this weekend on the rabbits we just did. And I've already got this one partially fleshed down, and I'm just picking some little pieces off of it still that I can feel or see. And just going down through it, just making sure I'm getting everything that needs to be off. And I've already got a few orders for rabbit hide blankets, so I'm pretty excited about that. They're mainly just family, but still, I would rather give to family first and then see how long it takes me to do this and what I've got into them, and just to do my trial and errors before I actually decide to give to the public. So my mom would like a blue, and I do have I think 2 blues sitting there. One that was from my one mama that wasn't taking care of her babies, and she was having trouble getting bred, and she had a lot of fat on her kidneys, so even though she didn't weigh that much, she was pretty fatty on the inside of her. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't keep her, because she's not like something that I was happy to have her, don't get me wrong, but I didn't even get any babies out of her, and I'm just feeding her, and that's all that's happening. Like I told Zoe, my one little doe. Well, she's not little, but she's out of my big mama, big blue doe, which hadn't come from the same farm that other blue doe came from. But I can't see what I'm doing here. I've done this and actually ripped a hole in them, so I need to be careful. This scraper is pretty sharp, but what the thing is it gets stuff clanked up on that, and you got to wipe it off and be very, very careful, because you will cut your finger on this. And I got this off of Amazon for under $10, I think it was. I like it, but I wish that I would have got a different one. But the rating on them, I really look at the rating on Amazon stuff. I really do. I try to really look at that and see what people say. And I don't know if they're true, but I'm hoping that people that do reviews on Amazon are more legit, not some AI robot or something. But yeah, okay, so I've got an order for a blue queen blanket. Oh, I just put some salt on my nose. You're gonna hear my pot start whistling, and then I gotta get my tea. What was I saying? Oh, so I got a queen blue blanket for my mom, and then I'm going to do a full black blanket for my sister. I don't know what size it'll be, probably a queen. Courtney would like the broken colors, like my broken blacks here. I only rolled it up because I've got stuff right there that ended up falling, but I'll show you this once it's done. She wants the broken color. She don't care whether it's, just all broken black. She would like broken oranges, is what she told me. She likes the red color. And I said, okay, I'll see what I can do with that. So I got that one, and hers is a queen too. I want to do a black and white checkered blanket. I'm not sure what size I want to do. Probably a queen, because most people have queen beds. There are a few people probably do have kings, but most of them are queens. Oh, I'm going to keep that on here. these rabbits were pretty fatty, but it is winter time, and they're definitely putting their winter fat on them. I just like salted myself really good. Okay, what I'll do is I'll go like this, shake that off, put it forward so I can keep going. And this has got extra stuff on here. I think Courtney and Elijah probably went back last night, but I'm not for sure because she didn't want to have to drive in the snow, you know, with a Mustang. It's not good to drive in the snow. They're not made for that. But she said where she's at in Ohio, they don't hardly get any snow. I was like, well, I guess that's something we look forward to then. She said it's a lot like Florida. I was like, oh, at least where she lives at, she says it's a lot like Florida. I was like, well, that's nice. I wouldn't want to live in Florida, and I don't want to live in Ohio. So, not that, you know, I have a problem with people that live in Ohio. That's not it. I don't have any needs to live in Ohio. That's all I'm trying to say. Or Florida. Stuff. A lot of fatty on these rabbits. And then these hides, I'm going to try to trim off so they're all one like even square, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Like, I'm just not sure how to do that yet. And what I'm going to do with all my trimmings. I thought I could give my trimmings to my mom, but she uses stuff like, I told her she could probably use them for like her gnome beards, put real fur on for their beards. She said, that's a good idea. So I think for all my trimmings, that's what I'm going to do, is keep those for my mom so she can use them too. She's going to have a shop made into one of her garages for this summer for her to actually sell her stuff out of, which I think is a wonderful idea. I probably should go grab that, turn that off. And I'm so happy that Zoe actually kendalled. I got 9 babies from her. So she was technically bred to Samson, so they're going to be blue because her mama was blue. Most likely all of them will be blue. She might have a couple that are broken blacks, but she has like a blue tint to her anyways. And her sister really does. Chloe. I can't really see what I'm grabbing sometimes, so I'm almost nervous of trying to pull it because I've done this and didn't really see what I was doing and ripped the darn hide. And I know that these hides are very easily can be ripped because the other videos I've watched on YouTube, they've actually have stated that and shown. So it's just like, okay. Some big fatty stuff right there. Get that off by going this way with it. And this is actually stretching it too. Let me go turn my stove off and grab my cup. I reuse my, man, I got salt all over me. I reuse my tea bags from the day before because it says you could reuse them. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and do that. It's my Eye Bright and bilberry tea, and then my mushroom wellness tea. And I don't add any honey or nothing. I just drink it just the way it is. So I have my tea here, and I'm going to put it off to the side over here and move this a little bit this way. Okay, so we're going to keep going. Try to get this all ripped off. I should have my cousin come over and help me do this. That's what I should do, because I could get through these a lot faster if I had help. I've got like 18, I think 17, 18, something like that, hides that I'm going to have to try to do. I thought, well, I'm going to grab the first 4, and I'm going to try to get them done in the next hour or so. I'm waiting for my husband to text on his lunch break. So hopefully the phone will go off. I turned it on, I thought, so I could hear it. Trying to get around these little arms that they have on there. And get all the fat off around them. Now, I don't know which baby this was. This was either a Haley baby or it was a Bell baby. Because they're the only ones that had some broken blacks that were bred to Elijah, who was a broken blue. And the way the fur feels, I'm going to say it was Haley. She's got like Rex feeling fur, very, very soft. Just beautiful, beautiful fur. But she did win in her showing. She did best of fur. So that was a plus. She's a little bit on the more of a dainty side, but no matter who I breed her to, she throws, the bucks at least throw pretty decent sized babies. Because all her babies so far that I've kept out of her are bigger than she is. So that's a good thing. And same with like Honey. So far all her babies that I've kept, which I've only got one because my other one died. But all the ones that I've kept out of her are a lot larger, and she is my smallest doe out of all my does. She's even smaller than Haley. She's just very, very petite. I want to say that this is all I can get from up here. Maybe not. I was even at my mom's yesterday and then forgot to grab my thingy she said she was going to give me for fleshing. I try to pull them apart too to see if I can't see any more fat on them. I can see just a little bit here, but it's not coming apart. There we go. It feels like leather right now, but it's supposed to be white. Sometimes you got to grab this stuff just the right direction to get it to peel. I asked my mom, it's like, I want to rack your brain. What could I use to put on the back of these? I want to make them waterproof so you can wash them, but I got to figure out how to do that too. Just more cost to the blankets, but I want them to be able to last forever, you know, and these are priceless to me, you know, because I raised these babies and, ouch, made everything that I do for them. Goodness sakes, where's my pliers? I have a pair of pliers. What did I do? There. Because sometimes I can't grip these. And if I use the pliers, it helps pull them. Jeez. Oh, man. See? Pulled the dang hole in it. See, that just makes me think that there's not much here, but there is. I can see it. It's just not coming off very well. Okay. Like I said, sometimes you gotta know which direction to pull these. But they do get right down to the fur, and then you'll end up ripping a hole through it. I hope that we just like are able to get all of our goals that we're hoping for next year finished. Like I said, I told my cousin, I said, as soon as the weather hits where it's a little warmer, you and we're going to start, I said, well, you are going to start anyways, looking for places that we can pick up decent skids at that are for free. So then we can start getting them to the farm here. And we can figure out how many we're gonna need and start building the things that I want to get built. Which, you know, I'm not gonna complain about anything, because I just hope that we can get everything done and built. I do want a butchering shed. It doesn't have to be huge, but I want it to be big enough to where I can, you know, get my hides put on into salt, put my 4 gamblers up for butchering, you know, where they're just hanging, a linoleum floor or something with a drain possibly. I think my husband called. Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's not more fur, Jamie. You're supposed to be, that's, skin is fine. It's just not, it's not coming loose like I thought it would. I think I've got it all off, actually. There's just a few spots that I think that I have some stuff on here still, but mostly not. Stupid chickens are on the porch, probably eating all the cat food, or what's left of the cat food. I want to get those rehomed, and only have the few that I'm wanting to keep. Get our roosters separated from our hens, and just go from there. Okay, this is pretty light feeling, just has a little bit of, right there is the hide. Isn't that pretty? Pretty little black hide, broken black. There's a little bit of stuff right there I forgot. See, that's why I kind of like trying to feel. I would have felt it when I went to put on the solution. See, it's coming apart right there. It's peeling off. All right. So there's that one. Put this over the chair. So it kind of, well, actually, I'm going to put it behind you guys so it can kind of dry out a little bit now that I've flushed it. So this is the big blue mama that I had butchered right here. I'm going to flip her around. This was begonia. This is a big blue hide. See how pretty that is? That's a pretty blue hide. She was very pretty. Zach said she was kind of hard to butcher. I said, yeah, the older they are, the harder it is to butcher them. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Get everywhere around here. See, we're already pretty close to the fur. I figured we would have to probably take a lot off of her because she was pretty darn fatty. But they don't really look that way. Just a little bit's coming off. Have like trying to count how many. We have 2 orange babies for sure, solid oranges, and I actually moved them into Blue Diamond. So then she would have 8, and her sister would have 8, because that's how many teats they have. I was afraid that, I wasn't afraid that Mabel wouldn't feed all of them. I was just afraid 2 of them were going to be pushed back a little bit. I didn't want everybody having a fight for the nipples, so knowing that Bluebell only had 6, I put the 2 orange ones so I'd know who they were from, and those are from, because I bred Blue Diamond to Samson for solid blues, and then Mabel to Champ. I was hoping for a couple full red ones, and then the rest of them are blues. So I think we have 10 blues total is what we ended up with, which is great because I need blue hides. I do have quite a few blue hides out of Bluebell that got butchered this time around. I think there were 7, so I should have 5. And then there was a blue buck that I butchered, and then this doe, so that was 7 hides I should have so far that are blue. And these are the first blue hides that I've actually got to butcher, which is nice. We can't complain about it. I think once I get this done, and I get my video finished, I will actually take a short video of this and send it to my mom so she can see the color of her blanket coming along. I was hoping to have her blanket done by Mother's Day, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it done by then, even though that's 5 months away. I'm just not sure. Because a queen blanket, you're going to have a lot of hides. And if I had hides that were this big, it wouldn't take me very many of them to actually get. But I don't have hides this big. I got 14 to 16 week old babies. And this time around, they were just over, or they were just over 13 weeks. I thought they were 14 going on 15, but I was wrong. But those babies still were pretty large for being what the ages they were. And I really can't complain about it. This is actually, it's not too hard to do. Now watch me open my mouth, and then it's going to be pretty difficult. Fat right there. Can't seem to get that off. That's okay. It's right up and around the arm, so I'm just going to try to cut it out of there with along the fur. And it is coming out, so that's good. Got a piece here. It looks like I didn't get any salt on. looks like it got flipped over somehow. Which is a possibility. Man, I'm getting salt all over me. Man. See, I had to speak up and say something, didn't I? 'Cause this part right here does not want to come off. It's a big chunk of fat. So I'm going to try. Still have this chunk right here trying to get apart. Oh, it'll break your fingernail too. If you're not careful. I'm going to drink my tea, keep chugging at these hides, but you guys get the idea. I think once I get enough hides done for tonight, I'll probably just do another video on that and showing the hides, what they look like after I get them done. And how many I actually got done, because this video is already over 32 minutes long, so I don't want to keep you guys here. And I don't like having to fast forward it, because I like having you guys see exactly how long it takes and all the good stuff that, you know, people usually cut out and you can't really see, because my channel is real and I actually show everything and don't try to like edit anything out. You see what you get. So we're as real as can be, and this is the way that it goes. It's going to take me days to do all this by myself, but it's okay. Thank you guys again for being here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Till next time, God bless you all.